This tape is not meant for direct editing and upload to YouTube. Yes.
You know what happened in Jackass weekend?
Well,
100 miles an hour.
I told you.
Drinking
Yep, I
with
told
his
you.
friend.
Yep, I told you. They were thinking, nothing could kill them, man. Yep. Yep. One of the dudes from Jackass got killed in a car wreck, going 100 miles an hour all drunk. All that time, all these years doing all kinds of stunts and surviving through them, it's made them think that they were invincible. But God bless them, they're not. Um, that's not the reason that I turned on the camera. The reason I turned on the camera is that the government sued J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs and, a few of the other Richie Riches fat cats on Wall Street. Um, they have to return money to investors and pay a hefty fine to the government and supplement Obama's stash, as it were, turning his fake money that is printed out of thin air, at least part of it, into real money. The amount of the settlement is like, for J.P. Morgan, $550 million, half a billion. It sounds like a lot of money, but on the scale of things, it's half a week's pay for J.P. Morgan. So it's just kind of a slap on the wrist, money-wise. The ultimate goal, I believe, of the Obamatrons is to reinforce the stigma against the fat cuts on Wall Street. Secondly, Obama will come out tomorrow night. Big Brother speaks prime time regarding the Afghanistan debacle, quagmire, where he proclaimed and declared and ordered executively way back when in 2010 that we will withdraw from Afghanistan July 2011. That's why he was requested by General McChrystal to provide 40,000 men, and then he took like almost 3 months to decide to give him 10,000 less than he requested, and sacked his position, and the command was handed over to someone else. I forget who. Was it Ray O'Dear? No. Or was it? No. They put Petraeus back in charge of it for a while, and then they played musical chairs with the Secretary of Defense. Robert Gates stepped down, and Leon Panetta took over that, and Petraeus moved from Afghanistan to being in charge of the CIA. So, be that as it may, as far as Afghanistan goes, Obama is expected to announce to all of us, his loving subjects, over which he rules with such benevolence and wisdom, that 5,000 will be withdrawn in the very near future, and 5,000 more before the end of the year. So out of 100,000 or so that are said to be in Afghanistan, we're bringing 10% of them home. So it's going to be very slowly crossing the Rubicon for Caesar, because if it's going to take that long to get 10,000 out of Afghanistan, imagine how long it's going to take to withdraw 100%. We're never leaving Afghanistan, and we're never leaving Iraq, okay? Part of Obama's presidential campaign platform was to bitch constantly about how we're fighting 2 wars, and he's turned it into 3 wars now with Libya. So, knowing that, would you have voted for him? I wonder. Peacenik that you are, Obama voter. Peace at any cost. no matter what the degree of loss of life, in order to establish the absence of war. Peace is the absence of war, right, people? Yeah. Even if more people end up getting killed than if there was an actual war. Why don't you just give war a chance? Will you give war a chance? Except in Libya. Speaking of which, Nation of Islam leader and minister, the Imam, Louis Farrakhan, calls Obama a murderer for what he's doing in Libya. And I think that this is just so much sideshow contrivance and worldwide wrestling entertainment type of venomous rhetoric in order to so that some freakazoid comes out of the woodwork like Farrakhan and calls Obama, who's always got to look like the good guy, a murderer. And of course the Republicans will always be supportive of any president in any military effort because, they love the troops and support the troops. So even if the president is just using the troops to further his own ends, the Republicans will never desert him on that regard. That's why we go play golf with Obama. Right, Boehner? I wonder, if you ever invited Obama somewhere to your daddy's bar in Texas, or Ohio, wherever the damn bar is, that you grew up in sweeping the floor and learning about the ins and outs of small business, do you think he'd ever go there and have a drink with you, John Boehner? Do you? I doubt that he would. See, he always tells you to, come see me at the Oval Office. Come see me at warehouse. Come see me on the golf course. He always calls everybody over to wherever he is. And that's a tactic straight out of Sun Tzu, The Art of War. You always determine where and when the battle will take place and on what battlefield. And Obama is a master at that. I have to hand it to him with all due respect. You have to be able to assess the good qualities of your enemy. Don't misunderestimate him. That's a Bushism, misunderestimated. Because, everybody, it's common knowledge that he just couldn't speak right and no grammar and vocabulary, even though he has a master's in business from Harvard and Yale. So, but he's still an imbecile, right? Because I don't know, I think sometimes Bush is willing to play the snowball from George Orwell's Animal Farm for the big picture of the Harvard clique on, what is the date? The 21st day of June 2011. And thank you for listening.